Excuse me. God damn it. Hold on, everybody, hold on. Do not panic. Do not panic at all. Save. Okay, good. Oh, hello. Sup? Oh, yes, hello. Yes, new coffee and new tea. Happy 1:40 a.m. God damn, are you... Okay. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I know 1:41 a.m. is Irish/English time, so where are you in the world? Just watching part 3? Ooh, hope you like it. Have you seen it before? Love your documentary work. Thank you. You're right here. Hello, Mark, man. It's also Portugal time. Portugal time, right. And Spain, I guess, too, no? You're from the UK. How do I get a job in Japan? There's many programs where you can apply to teach English. That's really the best way to do it. English and Russian under your belt. Better to go with English. Scotland too, yeah. Ooh, nice. If that's the sort of thing you're into. I mean, the JET program is relatively easy to get into, but you don't really have much control over where you're going and what kind of job you will do. The blowjob thing was a long time ago. Yeah, I've seen it. 17 hours of your week. Oh my god. Dear god. Hello from Norway. Hello to Norway. Prefer to be in northern Japan, maybe even in Hokkaido. I'm in Hokkaido. Are you a fellow Jet? I am. I'll be ending my post soon. Kino. How's the music? Does it feel quick? Yeah, I decided to go for a non-offensive background today. Have a Japanese goof? No, I don't. Have a Chinese goof. Sorry, music video. Thank you. Classy. Amazing voice. Thank you. Have you heard of Etika going missing? Etika's been doing lots of stuff. I haven't been keeping track. How was the Jed's interview? It was alright. They did ask me, of course, about my Japanese abilities since I was studying in university, so they did an impromptu let's talk in English little conversation, and I was really bad at that. Best thing about living in Japan? Personally, one of the biggest things that attracted me was the culture and the people and the way that people treat people. Talk normally. Yeah. Hey, Wildcat. Are you doing a GJ Allen doc? I'd like to eventually, but it's not going to be sometime soon. Because it's trying to appear in Japan. It's the kaiju. Dear God. I was watching an old live stream and I heard you make your own comic. Has anyone found it yet? No, no one has found it yet. Thank God. Am I wearing lipstick? I'm not wearing lipstick. Can you read Japanese? I've heard learning to read Japanese for English speakers is like passing kidney stone. It's not that bad. I mean, I started early, so that helps. Oh, it hit a corner apparently. I was studying for about 7 years now. Have you went to the Suicide Forest yet? I hear you can great content there. Just look at Jake Paul. I was interested in going to the Suicide Forest when I was first living in Tokyo a couple of years back. This was before the whole Jake Paul thing. I mean, Logan Paul actually. That was Logan Paul who did that. Yeah, I just didn't get around to it. Did you know Anakin Skywalker doesn't like sand? I do know that. Will Chris survive in Japanese culture? Of course not. Chris can barely survive in American culture. Bravo questo. Have you checked on Cole Smithy? Did he write a review on Toy Story 4? I don't think yet. I don't think he did that yet. What's the space toilet like? I don't know. I haven't been to space recently, so I'm not too sure about that. How many push-ups do you think Quick can do? Push-ups. There was a video where Chris did push-ups and he wasn't very good at it. He actually didn't complete a single one, and he claims he did like 30. What about your essay about in your judge application? Mine wasn't gay ass anime. Mine was about my interests in Japanese culture and my experiences during my first year abroad. I was an exchange student first in Tokyo, so I had that on me. I did some sort of tutoring during that time, so I was kind of experienced. And I lived in a small town for 3 days. It was mostly about that. Mostly about my interest in culture rather than anime. Yeah. How did Japanese treat you? I've heard that some of them can be pretty xenophobic. I haven't gotten any overt hate, but the worst I get is some odd looks. But since I live in a very small town of 5,000 people, that's kind of expected. And they're mostly from older people. GSML body pillow. Oh no. Much love from Argentina. Thank you, Chibi. Was the weirdest thing ever happened in Quick history? When he decided that he was gonna grow a vagina, so he made a vagina. Do you have beer vending machines there? Yes, they do. They also have cigarette vending machines, and ice cream vending machines, and hot drink and cold drink vending machines. Are too polite to be openly racist to anyone. There was one encounter with a friend of mine during my exchange student days. He was French and he was of African origin, and there was an old woman who yelled at him to go back to wherever he came from. So that was not a good time. But yeah, personally, I experienced it secondhand that way only once. Do you have a TV there in Japan? I do have a TV. I don't use it. I don't watch TV. Are you going to use geography for anything? No, I'm not. Where's your exchange year? 2016 to 2017. One of the students, Xing Chong, found the Christian dogs and was traumatized. Yep, that was the thing that happened. Attention, all Sanchu fans who do not hate me. Was it for uni? Yeah, it was yeah. It was a study abroad thing. It was 11 months technically, not a full year, but almost. Who's got the best ramen you've tried out so far? I really don't. Why are you not streaming in HD? I can't handle it. At least my laptop can't handle the HD-ness. I'm gonna get a better system eventually, in a few months maybe, so I'll be able to do it better then. He did this as only real fan. Yeah, there was Sonichi is cool, who was, I think, autistic herself. So, wait, you study English? What were you doing in Japan? Wait, maybe I said the wrong thing. I was studying Japanese. I've been waiting ages to ask it. As someone who lives in Japan, is the stereotype of Japanese people mocking and belittling non-Japanese people behind their backs true? I mean, I don't have eyes in the back of my head, so I can't really confirm or deny that. But it seems it's okay. It seems like it's okay. You look like Chris lost a younger brother with the haircut. Oh no. Her Christian quote, personal love. Please understand, I'm not a badass. I've never heard that actually. Ganvel's cat? Hello. Is that right? Christian's love is true on his trolls. What do you think Chris will do when Barb dies? The schedule for the every other week. Yes, it is. Once every 2 weeks. It's coming up 1 week after now. Part 16. Still got some stuff to do on that one. Love your music, bro. Thank you, Funky Man. For his Jule. Ugh. Classic. I was gonna say something. Hold on, let me remind myself. Chris hasn't done so much in the past week, right? What has Chris done? I got time to make docs and music while I'm watching the Big Bang Theory 8 hours a day. Are you going to make another concept album like the Porch Lights Flux? Yes. I'm also going to remake the Porch Lights Flux eventually, and make it better and officially release it on download and streaming and all that. Working on anything else besides the next Chris talk right now? I have 2 scripts ready. I just don't have time to work on them just yet. But of course, I'm also making music in the music channel. Link in the description. Excuse me. Oh my god. No, 2009 was definitely the most eventful time for Chris. Everything was proclaiming of himself being a god and channeling their powers. Chris wants to believe that Chris is great. I mean, not much has changed, but yeah, just gone really crazy recently. No thanks to the idea, guys. I'm not gonna do Terry A. Davis or DSP though. Look it all up, Ivy. Oh no. Oh no. Excuse me. He said that he wouldn't get a job because he's too busy not fulfilling orders for people on his Patreon. Thankfully, Chris is losing more and more patrons. I didn't want to after working on the documentary. It must be pretty draining considering how morbid dark it can be at times. Is that where your work in music comes in? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, it's pretty much just either Chris Chan or music. A lot of the time. I don't really... Actually, I think last Monday was the first time in about half a year that I decided to sit back and relax and watch something and not make something. Guess I did do the dog in ASMR. I wasn't gonna do the dog in ASMR. I was gonna be redubbing Chris Chan videos in ASMR. You compose the background music in the documentary yourself? I only did the opening and closing theme. The rest is stock music from Kevin MacLeod usually. What you watch? I watched a live DVD or Blu-ray actually from the band Arena, if you've heard of it. You asked for make documentaries? I have no idea. I don't know how to make documentaries. I just started doing something. The Christian doc was the first thing I made, in the documentary style, and I really didn't follow any techniques. I didn't seek out tutorials. I didn't watch other documentaries for inspiration. I just did what I felt was right, and it just turned out the way it did. Oh, oh no, the Christian versus the Internet short film. It wasn't going to be a short film. It was going to be a full-fledged documentary. It was going to be officially released and eligible for film festivals and the like. And he didn't get the funding he wanted because he was asking for $20,000 on Kickstarter, and people really got angry with that, and he got really discouraged, and he shut the whole thing down. And he even tried to shove the whole footage over to someone else because he really wanted to get rid of it. Personally, I say please just give me the footage. I'll I'll edit it and make a movie out of it for free, and you don't even have to attach your name to it if you don't want to. Shizzle. Did I really say shizzle yesterday? Was Clyde Cash guy? No. Clyde Cash was not the guy. It was a different troll who. What sort of hippin' tunes are you hippin' to? Hipping to Arena? Yes. Marillion? Of course. And Toto. And ELO these days. My favorite moment is definitely the father call. My personal favorite historical event. Is it okay to ween/troll the weens? I don't think we need to contribute more winning or trolling in the world. I think we should. I think the point is that you know the trolls and weens feed off of attention. And by trolling and weaning, you just give them more attention, and I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should just ignore them or dox them. There was a group of trolls, maybe like Black Skin or whatever they were called on Twitter. They were really edgy, I guess, teens, and they were doxxed, and they disbanded pretty quickly. Are Chris Duckworth and Casey still married? I heard they got a divorce. Did Josh tell you about the Liquid Chris McFlurry? Black Fist, that was it. I'm not sure what that means. I thought it said shiz. I don't know. All this tough love that Liquid Chris gave Solid Chris on. I'm giving Chris money. Trollololol. Exactly. Is there anything interesting happening in the modern Chris era? I'd say it's interesting, but it's taken a long time to happen. It's kind of been the same thing happening for about a year now. Also, I now like AKB48 after mentioning them in last week's stream. Thanks, I think. Oh no, you like AKB48. I'm so sorry. Carrie Kruger Ween account on Twitter. I've not heard of that one. Maybe I've seen like a screen cap of it recently in either the Christian subreddit or QB forums. Tio, like the French prog band Magma. I've heard of Magma and I've heard some clips of them. I don't really like them, but I haven't really explored them. Hello, Darkest. Whatever happened to Liquid Chris? He got a job. He moved on. I think he's a scientist or whatever, cancer researcher. Oh, dudes! I know last week I did a Coffee Tea and Me too, but have any of you seen it? Because I had to take it down. The pair that gave Chris the Wii was Sarah and Steve, I think. And I'm not sure if they're still around. I love that life. I like to book it. It was a good stream, I think, but I said some things, and one of Chris's friends got offended and reported me for bullying, and then Chris got angry because his friend got upset, and also had Chris's dirty bathroom as my background, and Chris yelled at me on Twitter in the DMs, and I was like, okay, this is not the way I wanted to contact Chris, but yeah, I'll take it down. My bad. I am making new music, yeah. I'm working on a new album. It's going along well. Yeah, Chris apparently used to watch my documentaries, back when they were first being released on my first channel or my second channel. Yeah, that was my first contact with Chris, and saying he was he, like, no one offends my friends, and also the moldy cherry on top was your background image. Should make a stream archive channel. Oh no. Playing Cuphead. Would you interview Chris? Only if he asked me or he paid me. I'm not gonna ask for it. Corner hits a lot apparently. What are the probabilities that a DVD video screensaver image hits the corner? Out of all the hits, how many of them are corner hits? What's the probability? How can he get offended when he took the photo? He was offended that it was outdated. How much would he have to pay? It doesn't have to be that much. Would you ever go on a podcast? Any podcast? I mean, I've already been on one podcast / radio interview that's going to be on college radio, I think, later this week, and I've also been on the Ralph Retort without Ralph, so that was a thing. That was last week as well. I've seen the ghost hunting video. That was that was a while back. A portrait of the autist as a young man. That's a bit too offensive, actually. That's for a new photo in the DM. Quick little quarters. Ralph has been going through a lot. I have been keeping track of the Ralph stuff. Has Null ever approached you to be on Mad on the internet? No. Actually, the first time we chatted was on the Ralph Retort last week. It was okay. I mean, for first time we talked voice to voice, because first time we properly interacted was when Geno Samuel 2 got taken down, and he messaged me as saying that he was willing to offer video hosting, video hosting for me, but I said no thanks. I'm cool. Ethan Ralph was the host of the Kill Stream on YouTube, which was this radio podcast interview thing on YouTube, and it was pretty big, and he got lots of really interesting guests, and it got taken down. YouTube thought it was too offensive, and some family members died. His mother got blood clots or something. He started abusing alcohol and Xanax, I think, and he's been streaming on various sites since then, trying to recapture the magic, and he's been really suffering. He's on D Live now, streaming on D Live, and he's helped with 2 co-hosts at the moment. Was Gator and Flamenco. And recently it's been really bad stuff. Really bad, very bad, not good at all. Excuse me. And the 2 most recent streams, he was completely off the deep end. He was completely insane, and he's talking like a proper junkie at the moment, saying, no, there's no problem with me, you just can't handle my eccentricness, while he's drinking and popping pills. And and his co-hosts have abandoned him, saying we're not going to do that anymore until you get some help. And I was on the first stream without Ralph, and apparently lots of people liked it. So it might be possible that Gator and Flamenco might do their own shoot-off stream, and maybe even do it on YouTube, because they can do pretty well. I think it was a pretty good stream. Me and Null did that. Kiwi Farms, I know. I'm on Kiwi Farms. It's okay. I mean, YouTubers are going through some tough times, and it does make you wonder the effect on has on mental health. Oh yeah, definitely. If you listen to the full Casey calls, not the full ones. There's too many of them. God damn it. There's like 23. Tell us what you're going on aside from Christian. So, what you got going on? Music. Lots of music on my music channel. Link in the description below. So it's shoe nice now. Why does every internet person's life end in tragedy? There's got to be a lesson for that, you know. You shouldn't be on the internet for so much and base your career on internet stuff. That's why, you know, apart from, I think what I'm doing is different, right? Because I'm making content that's not just like showing my life to the internet. It's not me talking to internet personalities. It's actually me exploring stuff that's in history, creating original stuff from my music, and just putting it out on the internet. It's different from what others are doing, right? And hopefully I won't go crazy. Guests made the show back when they got guests regularly. Yeah, speaking of internet personalities, have you ever heard of Etika and how he went missing? I mean, I've heard of Etika and he's been doing some weird stuff recently. I didn't know that he went missing. Is he going now? We can get more matches quick or shoe nice. Stop all the trolling. Trolls Chris beyond help. I don't know, man. It's a cautionary tale for parents. It definitely is. Joyful documentary in the history of Garfield with 50 episodes on Garfield, a tale with the two kittens. Oh my god. Internet rule number 1: don't broadcast your personal life. Yeah, pretty much. You sound like you're working yourself to death over there. I'm not. yeah, he did make suicide threats, didn't he? 20,000 for Gina to buy the new Megan footage. I'll think Joseph Draft, the maker of that, is gonna accept money. I think he's just gonna give it away. I should just contact him and ask him nicely. Just please give me the footage. Who is the captain exactly? I've only heard some stuff about. The captain was on Kiwi Farms. He was a regular poster and I guess a moderator of the Chris Chan forum, and he got into contact with Chris directly. And he was instrumental in stopping the idea guys from messing with Chris. And I think he got too into Chris. He was, in a roundabout way, encouraging his delusions by saying, "Oh, the high school ring has magical powers," and he told me that the idea guys are no good and stuff like that. And I guess 3 of them, the captain, Marvin, and Null, were instrumental in helping Chris and trying to, I guess, get the FBI in on the whole idea guy debacle, but it didn't work out, and the captain called it quits after some time, and he kind of disappeared completely from the Kiwi forums, the Kiwi farms, and yeah, he just disappeared, and he stopped contacting Chris as well. I made money out of popsicle sticks. I don't plan to, but I might. That was back when I wasn't doing anything with my life. Quite a mental breakdown, Chris. Making footage is the next big step in Chris research. I feel like the idea guys would be the hardest saga to watch. It was horrible. They extorted him. Yeah. Chris is funny when left on his own devices. That is definitely the truth. They did contact the FBI, but they weren't interested, I guess. They were also contacting like transgender societies and organizations saying, "Hey, this Christine, this transgender person is in really bad trouble. Please help her." And they were like, "Nah, we're not even going to respond to that." The mug, the I got crabs mug. Chris, Barbara has been dying for a long time now. If you guys on the quickie, big fans. Gino's drinking pure crap. End up in a state home after Barb dies. That'll eventually happen. I think it's going to take a long time for that to happen. I think when Barb dies, I think Chris will eventually have to be kicked out of the house because what was I going to say? Because of all the debts that have to be repaid. You know? They're badly in debt now. And I think the recent court ruling that happened about a week ago, maybe less than a week ago, I think they owe another $2,000 to whatever company that's, I don't know, in debt. Hunters, I don't know what they're called. I'm not using lipstick, no. Let me check myself again. I do look very red, but no, I just have luscious lips, naturally. Excuse me. I wanted to sign poster. Please do not buy stuff from Chris. And yeah, the eBay got shut down because because Chris had the worst eBay rating I've ever seen in my life. It was like 85%. you know, once you hit 96, that's kind of, this guy is not trustworthy. 85%. Dear God. No wonder. Do you think that Chris has any more information on certain sagas that no one has discussed? It's possible. I mean, Chris does have friends in real life, as is evident from my last stream. Also, Chris watching this now. I don't think Chris is watching this, but his friends might be watching. Is the documentary theme available to purchase on your music page? I need it. No, it's just on my music channel on its own. You can listen to that there, or maybe download it from YouTube Downloader or something. And I can't make it available for purchase because that will automatically make all my Christian videos be monetized, and I don't want that. Wanted to give it to someone who has never so much heard of the man. Music type personally framed. His friends are watching. I have one question for them. Why? I don't know. Part 16 is coming out next weekend. If you could kiss all your fans with your beautiful face, would you? No, I wouldn't. Sorry, but no. I only have lips for one girl. Best YouTube music converter is probably recording directly through Audacity and exported to Wave 32-bit. God damn. Shit's getting weird. Okay, I'm actually gonna bring up a video that I showed during the last stream, but I took it down. So I'm not sure if is that girl Christine. No. I'm sure I won't kiss them. Personal question, but are you diagnosed on the spectrum yourself, Gino? Some people would suggest that I am. I don't think so. I'm just a little awkward, maybe. Transport 14. God damn, that's cool. Friends are watching it all. Do you think Chris' greatest triumph despite his numerous downfalls? I mean, he left the internet for a while there, so I think that was pretty cool. He should have gone away for longer. Addicted to your Christian videos. Every time I see a notification from your channel, coming bands. Oh no. Why was that not... Okay. Why was that not flagged? Okay, but fine. He does have friends, right? He does. Yeah, he does have friends. What their intentions are, I don't know, but is Bernie here? I haven't seen him. Yeah, Chris did put his house on Google Maps as Sontier headquarters. We need to call Juno gay. We can call Juno autistic in April for Autism Awareness Month. Ah, yeah. Was Michael Sarah actually a troll at some point, or is he just a guy who wanted to run a peaceful store? I think he was passive aggressive at one point. I mean, can you blame him? With all the shit that he had to put up with from Chris. Excuse me. I'm probably gonna mention it when it comes up, the whole Harry Partridge situation. Bernie? You're legit. What's wrong with Bernie? Oh, thank you. Oh! Thank you, moderator. Who's the other moderator here? I haven't seen you. Hello, Jeff. Goddamn, sorry. Sorry, there was a little bit of buzz there. Quickies confusion, it's super effective. Repetica. Bernie or Etika? Goddamn, YouTube is not being friendly to me. It's really bothering me. Etika, oh. Yeah, Bethead Bernie. Jesus. Has Bernie been on Twitter recently? Oh, like that. Vanilla hot, hot, spacey baby. Any artistic value in all at all of Chris's work? I see him as a weird figure, like a new. Oh. I'm not gonna show that. There was one drawing that Chris did was really interesting. It was like in the mind of Chris or something. I can't remember what it was like, but it was like a close-up shot of Chris's head, all blank staring, and inside his head was another image of Chris's head, and inside that Chris's head was another image of Chris inside of Chris's head, and it was like, oh, my mind is a blank, that's it. So that was like it was like a recursive drawing. It was really interesting. So that was cool. That was like the legit coolest thing that he did. And he also was commissioned by some Japanese noise band or whatever to design an album cover, and he did that too. It was like a nude woman or something. Once in a while, yeah. Some interesting ideas. White silhouette. Oh. Did you have arms? Or just a head, shoulders, and hands? I found you out, Gina Smith. German Christian. Oh yeah, I've heard of Dragon Lord, yeah. Okay, let me just find this. Did you commission Chris? No. And more people here than usual. No. Last stream there was, I think, about 250. So I think that was my peak. Probably because of the title and the background image, I must say. Or also because it was like 2 hours after I released part 15, so maybe people are still around. Great Sonic music. Friend showed me Megan's craft page. It's on Facebook. It's a little weird that there are no people commenting about Chris. Maybe she's removing the comments. Yeah, that one of his current fortune projects to get a vinyl release of Christian and the Hedgehog Boys. I've heard of that, but that was a while back. A quick picture about what happened to Little Chris. Oh yeah, I've seen that too. Oh no. What do you think? I know the way, yeah. Okay, this is going really fast. Hold on. Chris is more dedicated to Sonichu than I am with my hobbies. Need to pull up my socks. He's not dedicated to Sonichu. He really is not. He hasn't been doing Sonic for a long time. I will not do a cover of Sony the Cute Girl, no. Okay, just let me get my this video set up, and I'll show it to you. Pause. Yesterday's music stream was kind of nuts because because it started really raining and downpouring, and for some reason that upset the internet, and I couldn't watch YouTube videos. So today is better. We're having trouble pulling up the YouTube video. No, I'm okay. I'm set up. Okay, just let me set up my second to talk about Aaron. Aaron, Egoraptor. Talking about Egoraptor. 214 truth bombs. Hold on, let me just okay, cool. GG documentary, not started yet at all. And it's not coming anytime soon. Wallflower time. Yes, Egoraptor. Yep. What about Egoraptor? Oh, hey, Ed. I don't know, he's doing some interesting stuff. Being a dickhead. Just less autistic Chris. He's more successful, definitely. But why is he successful? It doesn't look too bad. Are you going to protect the wallflowers named the dog? Oh yeah, of course, obviously. Yeah, the wallflower was a really interesting period as well. Okay. What the fuck is Aaron doing? I don't know, Aaron's just doing what he's doing. We have to admit it though, we do have some Christian in us. What's your opinion on that? We definitely do have some Christian in us, because I think that's one of the biggest reasons why people are attracted to Chris, because they see themselves in Chris, or at least a version of themselves that can get better. And they see like a Chris where things got bad, and things that can get better. Huh? Okay, we're good. Don't mind me. Okay. So, Jesus Christ. So this is a video which I showed last weekend. Choose Christian haircuts. It's not a Christian haircut, goddammit. One of the most comfy live streams I've ever seen. Oh, we do our best. This is 23rd annual video contest, first prize winner, changing the world one molecule at a time. And the first prize winner is in our 23rd annual video contest for college students, by John Duckworth, a business and marketing major at Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado, profiles John's brother, Chris, who has turned a childhood bout with cancer into the inspiration to make the world a better place in as many ways as he can. For more information about the Christophers, please visit christophers.org, and yada yada yada. Yep, so this is a video that was made by John and Chris Duckworth, who are two twin brothers, and the Chris in question is actually Liquid Chris. And we're gonna check this out, and please don't cry. Don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Greetings from Buenos Aires. Hello, Buenos Aires.
At age 4, you're not really in charge of your own life.
Shit.
The last thing you would expect when toddling down to the doctor with your...
Excuse me, I just noticed that little fork up. There you go. Let's continue.
Parents is a cancer diagnosis. It didn't mean much to me back then. And I guess in some ways that's good. That's good. I don't let it hold me back today either. You go through intensive and painful rounds of chemotherapy, and you stay in the hospital for what seems like a lifetime, and that's not what I concentrate on. You know, I was the magician's assistant in the magic show he did when he came to the children's hospital. You know, that's what I remember. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses, even if they're pulled out of a hat. One thing's for sure, if I was born a little bit earlier, I would not have the arm. The arm would be gone. that was the only way to do it, to get rid of the cancer. So I've got the arm, and as a result, I am indebted to use that arm directly to save lives for as long as I can. People say to me, wow, you're going to be a surgeon. And I say, why not? You know, surgery takes a mindset. Techniques can be adapted. You got to be the right person before you even take a look at how steady your hands can be. Cancer will always be my doppelganger, you know, my worst enemy. My mom, she had breast cancer. That was after dealing with mine. My grandfather actually had leukemia, so it's genetic. In my case, you're dealing with knowing that your own kids, my own kids, are gonna have to deal with the same agony I experienced. I am a scientist. Well, I will be starting next year. I'm an amateur now. But I've just reached an agreement with a professor, and we're going to be doing some honors research next year. Osteosarcoma. That's bone cancer. Moral of the story is do not get cancer. I don't really mind any naysayers. They've got their own opinions. It's just that I've spent so much of my life proving them wrong. When your left arm is functionally limited, some people would say the first thing to go do is not attempt two-handed or two-armed activities. You know, I play the guitar. I play tennis. I ski. I even played some intramural basketball last quarter. I volunteer at Presbyterian St. Luke's Hospital every Friday night for about 4 to 5 hours. What better to do on a Friday night? You tell me if I'm missing something. I work at the information desk. I connect patients to each other. I do the best that I can. I really feel like I'm making a difference just by these, you know, simple little acts of kindness. Do I think I'm someone special? Well, part of me says no, because I've got a clone of myself recording this video. But everyone's got their own story. Mine's only just beginning as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to make a difference in the lives of a lot of people. And that's something that cancer can never take away.
There you go. Boop. So yeah, that was Chris Duckworth, also known as Liquid Chris. True story. True story. Apparently they're divorced now. Liquid and Casey. This was in 2010, so this was after Liquid Chris stopped being Liquid Chris. This was after the end of all that. Yeah, I think the first time he he kind of went on hiatus was when he went to med school, maybe. Oh yeah. Anyway, I don't need my second monitor now. Let's get back into the chill stuff. Where are they now? Video and recording Chris Figures. I'm not gonna do that, no. And I'm also not gonna cover any more internet personalities, as far as I'm aware. I have a list of potential topics for documentaries, which are going to be going up not on this channel but on my documentary channel for non-Quake related stuff. Please check out and subscribe and hit the bell button for the documentary channel. Link in the description below. So, interesting stuff. I got Willie McGonagall and Leica are kind of pretty soon, and I'm also interested in pipping Pippin, the gaming console made by Apple. Dam, Forks, the Habsburgs. That's gonna be a long one. Kim Jong Un and Dennis Rodman. Battle where Japan wasn't there. Jim Allen's Treehouse. City Corp Center. Australia Emu Wars. Power Ridge Rock Festival 1970. Iron Eyes Cody. Japanese fake food. I'm really interested in that one. Loved the one about censorship in music. Thank you. I have 3 channels at the moment. Destroya. Jim Allen's Treehouse. Yeah, Jim Allen made a house from a full Habsburg Dynasty. I'll take it. It's going to be an interesting one, definitely. Very long. Castro and dairy. That's a really interesting topic. Castro's obsession with dairy. What do you think Chris will do when he realizes the murder isn't going to happen? I don't think he's going to realize that anytime soon. Where's the next episode? Next week. Do a Twisted Pixel documentary. They made an explosion. Where's it? 2011? This is what I have to do. I'm not as bad as Captain Sparkles, though. He has like 8 channels. Is the content about Chris more popular than before? Maybe. The latest album reminds me of the game Miami Vice OST. Which one? Because my latest album is Shadow People. So I think you're talking about that. Maybe it's Miami Vice OST. Do you smoke meth? I do not. Soccer war. Honduras literally invaded El Salvador over... Huh? Yeah, Midland funding filed for garnishment against Chris. Something's going to come of it eventually. I really don't know what this is. I'm not recording this from Chris's bathroom now. This is Anastasia and laughing gas. It's actually pretty funny and weird. Huh? What's the lessons like? The lessons? Like the Japanese class lessons? Watch the channel GB. No, I don't watch GB, no. I've seen like one video. The latest one. Shadow People. Oh, okay. What's the furthest you've yeeted something? You mean the furthest I've yoked something? A genre of music that you won't listen to. Love your music, by the way. I'm not a fan of punk. Definitely not. How many instruments do you play? I play... Oh, hello, Juju. I'm very fond of piano and bass, mostly. I also play guitar. I've tried drums. I usually play air drums for like 6 years now, and I played real drums for about 3 hours once. And I played clarinet for 5 or 6 years. Have you seen any Ainu people in Hokkaido? I don't think so. I'm really interested in the Ainu as well. My assignment, I do a social media unit. I included Chris Chan in my work. I got a distinction on it as well. God damn, that's cool. Try the hurdy-gurdy. I'm interested in the hurdy-gurdy. Hardest instrument to learn so far? Guitar, definitely. Inhale that shit. This is it didn't come downstairs for lunch from downstairs to find the high. Do you like synthwave music? Yeah, it's okay. You also watch other lolcows. Yeah, I'm interested in Boogie and Ethan Ralph at the moment. It's getting pretty crazy. And occasionally Egoraptor or Aaron Hansen. Oboe isn't rated. Oboe is interesting. It's very difficult, right? Because it's a double reed instrument and you have to do this. Theremin. I want to pick up the theremin. That'd be really fun. God damn, this is chill. Pan flute isn't rated. I actually have a pan flute. It's not very good, but what do I have on the ready? I don't have anything with me here. Follow Sargon. keep seeing his name everywhere. There's some videos that have been coming up recently about Boogie. Boogie's a gold stripper? Yeah. He did not die recently, god damn it. Is music easy? Just 12 notes in alphabetical order. Indeed it is. Is that easy? It's actually not, it's actually 7? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Haven't seen Boogie's New Teeth. Oh, everyone has seen Boogie's New Teeth. They're not good. They're not good, man. But I did get them for free. See that video where he tries to defend gingers after reacting to the famous Gingers Have Souls video makes me want to die. Huh? Recently you fall DSP. I used to, but it got too crazy for me. Our ant mods here needs timeouts. Morbidly okay. There's a summary from Destroya. A morbidly obese man who made videos screaming like a eventually started to lose weight, began to make happy commentary vids, verbally abuses women, blah blah. Kind of, yeah. He usually makes content about gaming news and he doesn't do any research. Why not me? I'll time you out. Huh? What's happening? Okay, there we go. No, he got free teeth because like whoever installed the teeth into his mouth, basically all the revenue that Boogie made from the video paid for the teeth, so kind of it paid for itself. If you aren't feeling DSP, you are the best. Just watching the puppet channel. Look is the reason why people find gamers awful. Plus, Jacob Stockness, I heard he has a new Twitter account. I heard so too. I don't like him. Jim. This piece is kind of boring. He peeked when he jerked it on camera. Yeah, that's the truth. Boogie's very manipulative. He's very good at that. I definitely watched like a couple of his videos at one time, and I got really invested in Boogie as a character, or as the character that he wanted to portray for his audience. I was like, damn, this guy's really nice. Like, wait, no. Let's just remind ourselves who he is. And let's go back to Boogie's thread on Kiwi Farms. Hey, Phoenix, how are you? I'm okay. I'm just a little sleepy at the moment. Why am I still sleepy? It's been an hour and a half actually since I woke up. Drank my coffee and my tea. Now I'm onto water. We're just in the Hall of Mirrors. I haven't seen that one. You grabbed your comprehensive history. Not gonna happen. All the baited podcasts with Boogie in it. He manages to make so many people think that he was a good guy who suffered so much. He also changes his backstory a lot as well. People keep abusing him. New people from history keep abusing him in history. It's like, oh wait, yeah, this person abused me. Oh wait, I was raped by this person. Oh wait, I was also doing that. Yeah. Here's the background of the Saw 1 bathroom. How's the job? It's okay. It's okay. It's going okay. What was the question? Ed Gain? I missed it. Goddamn. Did I miss it? Didn't see it. He's a liar. Amstag. Is backstory legit? I always wondered that, but never looked into it. I don't know. It's a little fishy sometimes. What exactly has he retconned? I don't keep. Poor Jared, a comprehensive history. Jonathan Yanev. I haven't keeping track. Hello, Annie. I don't keep up to date with him. I mean, he's retconned most of his backstory. He's like I think he lies about his past. He just uses it to get more money and sympathy, and it's in sympathy points. His true self comes out on stream, which is pretty manipulative. He is like real life Eric Hartman. It's interesting that he changes his personality depending on who he's talking to and where he's talking. Like on YouTube, he's the nice guy. He's the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. On Twitch, he threatens to kill himself and says some really awful things about people. And he also pities himself and begs for pity on Twitter as well. Seems like all big YouTubers have a personality disorder. They do, don't they? There must be some sort of connection there. What made you decide to make Chris Chan doc again? After saying you may never do it. Oh, no. It was never my intention to finish it completely. I knew that I was going to come back eventually, but I really needed a big break after the whole thing happened. Went on Ralph Retort one time, and he was like a totally different guy, super self-assured and outgoing. Yeah. Famous a mask that eats away at the face. Damn crack. Everyone who records themselves hours on end might have some sort of complex. Boogie's new teeth scared me. Yep. That combined with his eyes. And when he smiles, dear God, that is one of the most amazing smiles I've ever seen in my life. He looks like, God damn it, Harold. He looks like Harold, you know, from those stock photos. The Harold guy, just like looks absolutely horrible. But at least he doesn't do a soy face that much. If they don't have some sort of complex prior to it, they'll get one from all the ass-kissing audience. Definitely, yes. Ralph Retort, I stopped watching after they got booted from YouTube. Ralph Retort, yeah, they moved on to Stream.me, or StreamMe, and then that got booted, and then they went on to DLive, which is where they are now. And Ralph's been binging on alcohol and Xanax and popping pills live on stream, and it's been not good. Last few streams they did on DLive, he's been going absolutely batshit crazy, popping pills, and basically ranting and trying to kiss Jim's ass and soliloquizing Mr. Metacore because he's, I think, afraid that Metacore is going to do a video exposing Ralph, so he wants to kiss his ass a lot. And both of Ralph's co-hosts left recently. Both Gator and Flamenco left. And a week ago, Flamenco and Gator did a stream without Ralph, the scuffed Ralph Retort, with me and Joshua Null Moon from Kiwi Farms, and it turned out pretty okay. So some people are saying that Gator and Flamenco should just branch off and do their own thing because they can do it pretty well. Having any sort of celebrity is detrimental to both your mental and physical health. Yeah, might be. It was owned by a pornography production company. Someone upset with Null docked someone people on the company's top, which is why the whole thing got shut down. Goddamn. Ralph retorted this, but it sounded like a hot mess. Yeah, Ethan Ralph from the Kill Stream. Very popular on YouTube back when he was doing YouTube interviews. Then YouTube deemed him too controversial. Oh, that's over. I think that was Big Boss by Love Your Music Bro. Thank you. I think that was Kevin MacLeod's Big Boss. Also consists of Ralph making backhand remarks at Null while Dame plays splices of sound clips. Will you survive the merge? I think I will. I like this one. Telemusic Ensemble, Family Returns. Was there a lolcow that you used to know, who were a lolcow, and what did they do? No, I don't think so. You have several accents like me. I was born in East Sussex, but moved to the Scottish Highlands when I was 6, so I have both accents. That's interesting. I was born in Lithuania to Lithuanian parents and Lithuanian upbringing, then moved to Ireland, where I lived for 13 years. Now I'm in Japan, so very multicultural. I like this one. I'm sure there's further explanation on the side somewhere. At episode 11, oh, thank you. Where's Chris's shower? Chris is gonna yell at me again, so I can't show the shower. Where you live in Ireland? I'm from Dublin. I'm from Dublin too. I live in Tala. What was the reason you moved to Ireland? Because my parents moved to Ireland and they to find work. So then I later joined them. A Lithuanian Irishman living in Japan. That's why he sounds Canadian. Exactly. Comprehensive history of Christian. A comprehensive history. What? Chris shouted at you? Yeah, he did. On Knock Line. God damn. Yeah, he DM'd me, offended that I offended one of his friends, and also I used his outdated, dirty bathroom as my background last stream. So I apologized, and I took the stream down. That was an abrupt ending. You're an Irishman? Not really, but yeah. As Christian seen in documentaries, apparently. When my first channel got taken down last year, Null asked Chris if he was one that reported it, and Chris said no, he watches the videos and actually likes them. So, I don't know about that. I got down to England, all around to say I sound Scottish, but back home everyone says I sound English. Damn. Kankyo Ongaku compilation of Japanese ambient music. No, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I would like to see his new bathroom and compare it. This sounds Japanese, actually. Life from Patty's grave. Does Chris fancy you? I hope not. I think what happened is Chris unfollowed me on Twitter because he got offended by that. And, wait, the song name is Dispersion Relation by Kevin MacLeod. And he unfollowed me on Twitter, but decided to follow me again and message me. I think that's what happened. I had a feeling that Quick was gonna see the bathroom thing. I don't know why. It just seemed to me like the kind of stupid thing he'd find out and freak out over. Yeah, he wasn't watching it himself. I think his friend told on me to him. Is it Wii music? Right, maybe, yeah. It definitely does have this sort of boppy Japanesey feel. That's kind of a wee thing to do. Just wanted to say I love dramatic rain. Thank you. If you want to be an extra, Magichan is OP. I won't do any interviews with people. Is Chris legitimately interested in men? I think he was during the Idea Guy saga, but I think he lost interest in everything. Though he did say, I think in January in 2019 on Twitter, that he was open for girlfriend applications or whatever. So he didn't get offended when you streamed from his room, but when you streamed from his bathroom, that cross line or something. I mean, the bathroom was vile. Chris had to concede to that point. Yeah, it was dirty, and it just, you know, attaching Chris's name to that bathroom, no, it wasn't a good image, and it was in poor taste. I admit that. Gonna have me pissed. Please pause the show until I get back. Sure thing. I'm gonna pause the show right now. I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom myself. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's go to the bathroom together. Let's turn it down a bit. Okay, what was happening? Hey, I didn't lose any people. Did what chance confirmed? I did. God damn it. I did. Just got myself a rice cracker. No. Nice. I did put fly sounds as well. "20 seconds. I mean, I don't waste time. It's cool you live in Japan. What city? I'm not gonna dox myself. It's not a city actually. It's a town. Very small town. 5,000 people up in northern Japan, in Hokkaido. Other than Japan, a lot of elderly people die from hot water burns from their sinks. What? I haven't heard that. If you are ever in the square, let me know. I was at the square a lot, but of course I'm not. I'm very far away from there now. Why did you record that cover and keep it away for 2 years? Did you just make covers and keep them for yourself sometimes? Oh yeah, I definitely, I definitely do lots of, at least I used to do lots of music, privately, of course. I was actually working on a cover album. I don't know. What was that? I guess I recorded it around the same time that I made Cabbage. And, please sell Japanese whiskey too. Got a new cat? What should I name her? Muffin. I don't know, I guess I was waiting for it to be ready, to finally master. I definitely wanted to make a music video for it, but I didn't get a chance to do it, I guess, until now. Gino covers Christian and the Hedgehog voice? Not gonna happen. What's it like to have 2 first names, Gino? It's not 2 first names, right? Yes, I'm in the JET program now. Yeah, Dankula recently made a video about G.G. Allen. Have you seen it? I've seen the first, like, 5 minutes before stream. Where people used to flay themselves in their bathtub because they heated the metal basin before putting water in instead of the other way around? Nani? I think Chris's funeral will become a large public event. It might be, it might be. What about Barb's funeral? It's gonna be a mess. The Gigolo saga was 2015 or 2016, I think, so we're about 7 years behind that in the Docker series. Went to Hokkaido one time for skiing. This little town called Niseko. Cool little place, really want to go back. Oh, I've heard of Niseko. I have a poster of Cassiopeia on my wall here. I can't show it, but I do have it, and I do listen to it. And I have Mint Jams on vinyl, one of my favorite albums. Weren't you thinking of doing a G.D. Allen doc eventually? Oh yeah, eventually, yeah. When I was 19 and still in film school, I wrote a screenplay about G.D. Allen's life and pictured Tom Hardy to play the lead. Yeah, kind of. I see that, but he already played Bronson, so that's kind of similar, right? What are the trashiest gaijin around in Tokyo? It's the Aussies and Bongland. I don't meet many gaijin around where I am, so I can't really say. I'm just at the amount of methane released from his rotting corpse in Israel. That's mean. Prefer the JB album. I have finished my tea. And I'm not gonna do Terry Davis. What? How many katanas have you bought? None yet. Tried to save money. It's on YouTube. The video of G.D. Allen's small peepee. And I knew he walked in. Maybe Barb's already dead and the bugs control her like Sengoku Jidai clan. I don't have any. It's like a ton of mashed fedora. It's like takoyaki. It's okay. I don't really like I don't really like octopus. It's too chewy and rubbery for me. Charlie gives me the will to live. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, G.G. Allen's funeral was a thing. I hate seafood, but damn, I love baked shrimp chips. Actually, the Genome Flock series, at some point, do you have value your privacy too much? I do value my privacy. This is as personal as you're gonna get, I think. This and the music streams. It's also for the better, I think. You know, if you look at the way. Nice bangs. Thank you, Advance. Oh, hello. G.G. Allen makes me happy between myself because of all the embarrassing things he's done. So you're from Chris's house again when? I don't think that's safe for me to do that. Chris might yell at me again. Is Arnold Palmer half and half lemonade iced tea still in Japan? I've not looked at that. I don't look at drinks. I'm 25. No, for someone who lives in Japan, I haven't really experienced Japan all that much. Favorite Japanese novel? Never read one. Young Louis Theroux or John Ronson. Been thinking of buying my grave site way before I die so I can dance on my own grave. I'm gonna pay for it eventually. Why not get some enjoyment out of my final resting place before I need it? Dear God. I mean, you do you. I think there's a possibility Chris has seen any of your videos. Oh yeah, he used to watch them. Or at least maybe still does, but he definitely did watch them. I'm not a weeb. Nope. How many Yakuza-owned bars have you played at? None yet. Christianity was in all caps, or did he type it out normally? No, he typed it out normally, actually. Do you move to Japan to be a NEET and make music documentaries? It's not a NEET if I would still do work from home. I haven't been to a maid cafe. I'm not really interested. Anyone heard of what's his name? Mishima? The writer? And all around crazy guy. He was an interesting character. Christian tickets your brand needs to get documentaries returned. No. How long until you get a follow-up Yale mail from Chris? It's ma'am. Any chance of country roads? Not yet. I may just start making the Christian documentaries again. It was always my intention to continue again, but I needed a big break before I do that. Because I wanted to make it better. I remade like all the episodes before 14 because I was not too satisfied with the way they turned out initially, because especially in the earliest episodes I was not really happy with the way it turned out. My narrative was different from what it eventually became, and I was too, I guess, judgmental. And I fixed it, I think. But still, the damn archive channel is still up, and still people are going to it, and then they're asking, "Where's part 14?" Like, God damn it! And I have to seek out those comments every time and message them and like reply to them and say, "I'm back. Subscribe to me. I'm up to part 15 now." Yeah. You promised to be true and honest in your documentary quest, and will you do a singing competition to prove? No, I will not. I think I've seen one of the the suicide photos. You sound more sympathetic on the new parts. I just want to be non-confrontational. Remember, you noticed once you up the gain on your mic. I did do that, yeah. Would you befriend him or bully him? I probably would bully him, because I was. My teen years were not the best. I was a bit of an angsty teen and very arrogant. More arrogant than now, but no, arrogant, and I definitely did bully people, and that was the thing that I'm not proud of. Listen to Gezan. No. Yeah, Attica disappeared apparently. That was the thing. Did you make fun of the Dublin bus kid? Was there a single Dublin bus kid? Do you take commissions for music? I might, yeah. I'm not answering that, Parkman. When will you move back to America? I've never been to America. Well, no, I have. I've been there for 9 days. But I don't live there. Never lived there. Do you think there's a way to help Chris? Nope, I don't think so. What's the best place to contact for you about a commission? Okay. I'll think any mods are here, so just give me a second and I'll get it ready. Don't call anyone with music. Oh my god. Takeshi's Castle. I want to see when I was 12. Love it every minute. How much would you pay for the classic shirt? I will not pay money for that. Goddamn. My browser's very slow. Browser's very slow. What to be a mod? How can I learn to do it? You gotta earn it. For like the quick videos, what kind of thumbnail do I want? I don't know, just I have this specific angle that I need to match, you know, with every thumbnail, and preferably it's something interesting, especially from, you know, when Chris started doing just videos and no pictures at all. I need to choose a good still from a interesting video, at least something interesting to look at and get people's attention. The thumbnail for part 16 is pretty cool, I think. One of the most fun thumbnails I've made in a long while. Do you think Chris Cameron is bisexual? Episode 19 will be a special one and more long. It's gonna be the one with the father call. I'm gonna edit it down a lot, but still it's gonna be longer than usual. It's about 50 minutes maybe. Or can I super chat? You can't super chat me. I'm not monetized. And then, okay, hold on. Edit my mic. Almost ready. Hold on. Never. Copy. Okay, there's a Discord link for anyone interested. Or why are you documenting then? To spread the good word. There's the Discord link if anyone's interested, and you can join it. And for anyone who's interested in commissions or something, please drop me a line. Did you ever expect these documentaries to get as big as they did? Definitely did not. You know, back in the good old days, I used to get 50,000 views in 24 hours. That was insane. I think it's working its way up there again, I think. But of course, hope we can too. Yeah. We're talking about Casey. Oh no, we stopped talking about Casey a long time ago. Got a payday loan. Oh, okay. What's it gonna? God damn it! My mind is too fast for my own good. And now it's too slow. What the hell were we talking about? I risk getting taken down for bullying by YouTube staff. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was what. Not California. God damn it. Yeah, around 40 cal already. But that was after a week. My brain was being its own calculator. I am slow in the mind sometimes, definitely. This is intense. Gonna heist. Could you ever see yourself in aiding Chris and doing your duty for Quickville if you called you? No, I will not do that. Bob was quite disappointed, definitely. Was Karl Marx special? I don't know. I don't know that much about Karl Marx. Oh goddamn! Thanks for all the new Discord people. Would you be the console patron unit of the Apple Pippin? Maybe. He did write the Communist Manifesto, yeah, I know that. Or the Dreaming Studio. I do remember the Dreaming Studio, RIP. Able to jump into one of your streams. Huge fan of the documentary. Big thanks for all your hard work and diligence. Thank you, the Saxon. Karl Marx didn't bathe, refused to work, and didn't take responsibility. He let his own children starve. God damn. It makes sense. How's Chris survived for so long? Hey, SSD Ninja, hello. How you doing? Must be evening for you, right? Or night? Do you think Chris Chan will be still on YouTube as a pensioner? Question is, will YouTube still be around by then? It's kind of self-destructing at the moment, so everyone's on their toes. Use the background of the Dreaming Studio plaque. Aww. Do you think there's any hope in ever seeing the new interviews with Megan? Maybe she's still willing to talk with other interviewers. Got the record yesterday. Oh, thank you. Oh, nice. That took a while, right? Sent it a while back. I mean, I'm in Japan, so it takes a long time. Ooh. Christian bath salts or boogie having sodium withdrawal. How's tea in Japan? We have released merch. I mean, I already do release merch, but it's not Christian related. It's mostly music stuff, and it's linked in the description. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, it is. If you're interested. 10 out of 10 background. Thank you. Where's the YouTube to have a good website format? Huh? The management sucks, but the other websites can't stream for shorts. Yeah. What the hell is this? Hot swing. I wouldn't. Have an opinion on A-Log? Nope, not much. I don't follow A-Log. It was good when it's still up. Oh. I missed the whole stream me thing. Your headphones AKG 240? AKG 271 Mark II. Close. Or Chris went to court recently. He did. Oh, okay. We got something to talk about now. Yeah, Chris went to court recently. Chris was trying to die on day 4. I think it's very likely. Still don't get how Chris didn't care about Blue Spike after he reveals himself. He really didn't mind that much. Lots of people have been, very obsessed about the whole Blue Spike situation because, like, it was the worst thing that ever happened to Chris. But Chris really didn't care all that much. It was like, yeah, that stupid Blue Spike made me shove my medallion up my ass. So, screw him. Dogs him. He really didn't care all that much. Now, Chris doesn't really get the significance of what happened to him. Story time. Chris has the best lawyers on Quickfill. Okay, I'm caught up with the stream. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna go to the Christian subreddit. Christian r/Christian Sonichu. And let's oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let me find the account of Field Operative's account of what happened at the trial or the court hearing. I mean. This bike never regretted this and sent an apology. Oh. Sit on a cake. Oh. Okay. We're almost set up now. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's switch over. And let's just see what this looks like. Should be okay. Everyone see this? I'm gonna read it anyway, so you can read along. Oh, I'm not centered. Goddamn. Hold on, let me rejigger this a bit. Boop. Should be okay. Is that thing? Why is that thing there again? Did my camera move? I think my camera moved actually. Let's fix that, shall we? That's better. That's perfect. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so Chris had a court hearing about, I guess, debt. Yeah, debt hearing. Why is it still not Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. Like this. Fine. You happy now? Hey, it's not... latency is pretty good. Okay. So, eyewitness account of the debt hearing. A Kiwi Farms user attended Chris's debt hearing today and posted this account. Went to Chris's hearing. It wasn't even remotely close to being the trial of the century, and for reasons we'll come to shortly, not as revealing overall as might have hoped, but did provide some mild insight into the current states of both Chris and Barb. One thing I should point out, the acoustics in the courtroom weren't great, and were made worse by the fact that there's almost nowhere to sit, and that isn't directly under an AC vent. This made it extremely difficult to pick up the quieter parts of the conversations, so chalk any vagueness or inaccuracies up to those. With that out of the way, here's a chronology of the morning's events. 10:45 a.m. Arrived at the courthouse and made my way to the courtroom. There was no sign of the minivan parked nearby, so this gave me a few minutes to get settled in. One thing to note, the Wednesday court schedule at Greene County is split between criminal cases 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and civil cases 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Ostensibly, this left me with up to 45 minutes to kill before Chris and Barb got there. So I was hoping that someone would liven things up by getting sent to the chair. That didn't happen. However, 10:03 a.m. Chris and Barb arrive. More accurately, I hear Chris sighing, squealing, and whining as he sets off the metal detector at the main door of the court, repeatedly. They come into the courtroom and sit down in relative quiet. 11:05 a.m. The judge asks if anyone is waiting for a criminal case to be heard. Nobody is, so he adjourns the court for 25 minutes and to retrieve the civil dockets. Chris starts playing with a fidget spinner. Yes, those are still a thing apparently for some people. 11:07 a.m. Chris starts making ridiculous noises, raspberries, light shrieks, grunts, etc. Barb shushes him. Chris replies to her discipline with, "We're taking a break so I can make a little noise if I want." This was delivered in the tone of voice of a smug yet pouting 6-year-old. 11:12 a.m. Chris starts making whoop whoop noises and singing a childish tune that largely consists of him going la 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 in yet another 6-year-old's tone of voice. Strangely enough, the first time I ever encountered him in public last February, early March, he was singing something virtually identical as he was walking down the street. The fidget spinner is still going. 10 minutes of relative quiet are broken by another of Chris's noise-making fits. This time it's a giant hiccup, followed by sighs, squeals, and more fidget spinner as he grunts at no one in particular. 11:23 a.m. Chris tears himself away from the fidget spinner long enough to make a comment to Barb about something to do with hairy legs. Couldn't make out the first part of it due to the acoustics, but she shushed him again. The 6-year-old voice came out again and said, "But they are hairy legs!" Followed by something else unintelligible and more fidget spinner. Judge sits down again and starts getting the 11:30 session underway. A few cases are heard for which the defendants are present, all involved creditors or landlords. Every one of them accepts responsibility for their debts. While that's going on, Chris starts babbling very audibly. The judge glares at Barb. Barb shushes the man-child. Unsettlingly, it was a near glossolalia level of babble. The fidget spinner has been finally put away, thank God. More loud sighing and fidgeting from Chris, followed by a theatrically loud yawn. Barb once again shushes him. Chris and Barb left the court with the judge's permission to speak with prosecution attorney in private room. His case, Barb wasn't allowed in and hung around the foyer waiting for him. Couldn't follow him in for that, so stuck around for about 20 minutes. When they didn't appear, went off to get lunch. My guess is that he'll strike a payment deal with the lawyer in lieu of judgment, fail to keep up the payments, and end up back in court. A few things that should be pointed out. The prosecuting attorney on Chris's case was representing multiple creditors against multiple defendants. Frankly, this came across as a regular Wednesday for him, and probably makes up a significant amount of his practice. He wasn't there for Chris specifically. He was just hired to get judgments in favor of the creditors against anyone who might owe them money. Barb's looking worn out. There's no good way to describe or emphasize this adequately, but it's worse than I can ever remember seeing her. Her hair is completely white. The hollow-eyed thousand-yard stare is now going out even further than that, and her general demeanor is that of someone who has taken all they can and has retreated into a shell that they only emerge from to shout out something vitriolic once in a while. She's getting around okay physically, but functionally she reminds me of an edamame pod. Chris, honestly, not too much changed there, at least physically. Behaviorally, however, he basically seems to be seriously sliding down the slope into trying hard to revert to childhood. At present, this likely his strongest defense mechanism against Barb's decline, real-world responsibilities like creditor judgments, and his lack of social skills bearing down on him. Granted, this is an assessment being made from a completely non-professional standpoint and based on 30 minutes or so of observation. But it's also not the first time I've seen something like this, and he's exhibiting the signs. Anyhow, he did manage to not park in the judge's space this time, so he's got that going for him, which is nice. Oh, and there's also no sign of either Snoopy or Clover in the minivan. Those are the dogs. So presumably they were at the house covering things in shit and destroying furniture. And this is a photo of the car. Sonichu, I choose you. Grand Caravan. I sleep with dogs. And Papa John's stickers. It's a Dodge Caravan. This is, by the way, Intractable by Kevin MacLeod. Heyo! Papagino. Yeah, so that's the court hearing. And I think the judgment is that he owes... how much does he owe? Owes $2,681.70 to Portfolio Recovery Associates. That's the judgment ruling. Jeebus fish. Or 2,600. Yeah. Warrant in debt. To Scott and Associates. Defendant information. Christian Chandler. This was I think before Chris changed his name to Christine, so this is still as Christian Chandler, and he just didn't bother changing the name of the defendant. So it's still Christian. And she can't get a job because she's a goddess. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff happening. I missed a lot of messages, but let's see what. Chris owes money to who? Portfolio Recovery Associates, but he owes money to lots of people. I mean, that's in addition to the probably 10,000 in other debts. Yeah, just for this case. Yeah, there's lots of debt buyers going on at the same time. Yeah, Barb took out another mortgage on the house. I really don't get this. Is all legal stuff, and I really don't get what this whole thing is really just. There's lots of money involved. What do you think will happen, Chris, after his mom is around? I don't think he'll accept it very well. And many mortgages. How many? No. Lots are into the house. Oh, um, I think she blew like all of Bob's inheritance on the lawyer in the case against Michael Snyder. No, this is 14 Branch Land Court. It's just the same house. It's always been the same house. What kind of biscuits are you eating? I'm eating just free, gluten-free, dark chocolate rice cakes. Yeah, they're pretty good, yeah. Why did he try so hard to blame Snyder for everything? He did. Actually, the game place shut down, or at least relocated for a while back. What was it, like 2013, maybe? But apparently, the game place as an establishment is still around. I think it moved to another town. I can't remember the name of it, and it changed its name to something like the Hobby Place or something. Do you have autism, Gino? I don't think so. Snyder's dead. I don't think he's dead. The business moves. I think it changed its name to the Hobby Place or something like that. And I'm not sure if Snyder's still around. But the business itself kind of moved. But I'm not sure if Snyder's still the manager. They're trying to evade the custodians. I actually looked at the website for the hobby place, or the hobby store. I can't remember what the name of it is. And I was looking for information in the about section, about who's the manager, and I didn't get any names. I wonder if it's because of Chris and Christorians. Love the jock, Gino. Doc. Thank you, Austin. That spells P. Christian thinks his life is free. Yeah, the thing is, I think Chris was being the way he was during the court hearing because he generally does not really care all that much about it. He doesn't think that it's a problem because he's very convinced that... Thank you for... Yeah. Because he thinks that the merge will happen and all his troubles will be gone. Or at least he's trying very hard to believe that. It's okay if I link it. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think we should leave the hobby place alone. Just DM me, okay? DM everyone in the chat. Well, he's the mayor of Quickville, right? To play MGS? MGS. Metal Gear Solid. Okay, I got it. Yeah, Chris is still on a love quest. Is he? I mean, he married Magic Chance Tanachu, Crizzle Roastu, and Mewtwo, but he also opened up for an extra position for a real-life girlfriend, I think in January, so he might still be up for another girlfriend, but I think he lost interest recently because he's too invested into the mutual merge bullshit. Quickie, definitely, yeah. I mean, just be warned if you for your podcast. If you want to look at the quickie for extra information, just please be warned that it can get a bit cluttered and and it has a sort of attitude against Chris, so it's not as unbiased as my stuff is. So just know that. Edutainment. Quick is in polyamory now, so he can have as many fictional or real-life lovers as he wants. He can have a whole harem of Pokemon. How does Chris still believe in the merge, even though he knows the idea guy made it up? He doesn't realize that the idea guys made it up because I think at the end of 2018, like one of the yeah. I get live stream. Yeah, I get it. But he actually thanked the idea guys for opening up the his mind to the dimensional merge. That's what was happening. He actually thanks them for screwing up his life. Next episode next weekend. Thanks, Solid. Got it. Yeah, there was a Sancho game on it. No, I would not. Is that what it's gonna be? The PS5. God damn. On the 5th iteration. When did the PS1 come out? 96, is it? Is Chris faking all of it? What I'm interested in is Marvin's take on it. Is that he, deep down, he wants to believe it. He doesn't actually believe it, but he wants to believe it. I think that's the distinction. Is he's trying really hard to find people accepting of that reality, of his reality. And he ignores people when they say that it's not true. I think that's a distinction, because he really wants to get away from the troubles of real life, of the debts, of all the payments need to be done, of all the money troubles, of Barb eventually passing. He really wants to get away from that. He wants to believe it, and if he believes really hard enough, it might come true. I think that's the distinction. He doesn't actually believe it outright. But he's doing his best to make that reality come true. I think it started merging in 2012, right? That's when stuff got that's when stuff got really weird in the world. Oh yeah, I just read it about 20 minutes ago. Chris is working as hard as he can to place himself in an echo chamber of people who support his delusion. That sounds like a lot of people right now, honestly. And they don't have to be autistic or, special in any kind of way to want that. I don't know. People enable Chris, I don't know. I'd say it gets them brownie points. It gets them brownie points of being friends with an autistic, heavily bullied person, transgender person. I mean, that's like so many check marks, Bullied, like trolled. Okay, let's say bullied / trolled, transgender, autistic. There's so many check marks for people to tick off on their I'm friends with a really disadvantaged person. Look at me, I'm so great at being so giving. Victimhood Olympics. Yep. Hypocrite and homophobic. Oh, will they ignore those truths? Adams is cool. What the hell is this? Private Eye by Kevin MacLeod. I think what my feeling is that he was at least bisexual, maybe gay, but at least bisexual. And because of his upbringing, he learned to Richistical magnets. Yeah. He learned to how should I say this? I didn't say learn to. He picked up the influences from his conservative, old-fashioned parents, who said that gay people are wrong, and he kind of learned to understand that his urges, at looking at penises was wrong from his parents, and that's why he tried really hard to push away the gay thoughts from his head, even though they do exist, because his parents basically told him so. And I think deep in his heart, if he had better parents, if his parents were more accepting, of course, I think he'd be more openly gay. I think that's my feeling of it. But that hatred for gayness is so ingrained in his head, is that he would rather turn transsexual and become a woman who likes men rather than being a man who likes men. Well, maybe he's bisexual because he likes lesbians a lot too. Yeah. The Workman. Thank you, Vamp. Streets of Rage go straight. Repressed gender dysphoria sounds more like it to me. So that despite his weird trans thing, how he preaches love, he's still a racist. He doesn't see the connection between those things. Am I getting me up to speed? I mean, not much happens. Just talking about stuff. Just recently talked about his Chris's court hearing. He's in debt, really badly in debt. Excuse me. I don't think Chris will work in a gay relationship. He won't. He really won't. I don't think he can do that. Idea Guys, Operation Guard Dog, and the Teen Toon Squad are all events sort of interwoven into each other. Probably be a multiplayer then. Huh? Oh. Right. This song is weird. Isn't his court hearing this month? I mean, he had one last week. Maybe he has some more as well. Chris is a busy boy. Or girl. I mean, whatever. Do you think he'd... Okay, let me see what else happened. Chris hasn't posted for 2 days apparently. And Chris is also refusing to accept that Friendship is Magic, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, is ending. And he wants people to boycott efforts to make the new iteration of My Little Pony. So that's the thing. I'll play Minecraft. Thanks, Annie, for coming by. Hope you have fun. His eBay was suspended. It was. Was 5 more seasons, yeah. Read out the question. Okay, let me see the tweet. That updates, okay. He hates his body as evidenced by how he'll easily abuse and neglect his body. It's no wonder he wants a new body and new identity. Why was his eBay suspended? Because he has literally the worst eBay score I've ever seen in my life, 85%. And eBay shut it down. MLP Friendship Magic G4 is ending soon. The current season 9 hasn't finished yet. Yeah. When did you come across Chris? Around 2011, I think. On B, 4chan. Yeah, I think last week it got closed down. But he's accepting donations of $170, and if you donate $170 to his PayPal, you will get every issue of Sonatu printed and sent to you. So someone already did that. Okay. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, Chris. Okay, let me just switch over to the tweet. Oh my god. Oh my god, jeez. Excuse me, everyone. What the hell happened? Okay. Hey everyone, just a friendly reminder that in efforts to make the remaining non-believers at Hasbro believe that My Little Pony G4 continues for 5 more seasons and honor the request from us and the personal request of Princesses Celestia and Luna themselves that we are all boycotting the Rainbow Road Trip special period. The date is next Saturday morning, June 29, 2019. Stay away from Discovery Family that day, as well as any and all uploaded footage of Rainbow Road Trip everywhere online. Thank you. God damn. What happened? Why? Yeah, for some reason my Discord notifications just... I got 3 no, actually I got 6 at once. For some reason they didn't load up. They did it all at once. Sorry about that. Yeah, he also hated the concept of the My Little Pony movie. And Jesus Christ, missing YouTubers' personal items found along Manhattan Bridge. Etika? Is Etika kill? Jesus. No, he hasn't moved because he doesn't like because it's his family home and he doesn't want to move from his family home. What did Etika know about Hillary? I didn't see him get triggered. No. You don't want to join Discord? Oh well. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. Really? Hey, Bully Hunter 76 is in the stream. Etika is YouTuber, reaction channel, gamer. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's been on lots of memes recently where he was crazily reacting to like Smash Brothers announcements, and he was going crazy, and people uh, made a meme out of it, made a meme out of that, and that's where I first heard about them. And he's been going crazy recently, and apparently it looks like he maybe jumped off a bridge or something. He's like accusing people of like trying to attack him, or was it like cops trying to break into his house when there weren't, and like yelling at people. Maybe he wants to change his identity. First heard about it when the Switch was revealed, and he called it the Joy-Con Boys movement. Oh, I missed a beat. I'm not gonna do that, Lookman. He's developing schizophrenia. Maybe. It might seem like that to some people. Some people suggest that maybe Chris might off himself to make the dimensional merge complete, but I really don't know. Psychotic behavior is not necessarily schizophrenia. Definitely not. Just kind of sounds like something I'd hear in Better Call Saul. I mean, that's kind of the idea. Focus on the DVD screen, because it's the only fitting end to his life for Megan's to shoot him. Apparently, there's some question about the legitimacy of Cole Smithy's account of Barb firing off a shot like next to Cole, and then the bullet bounced off and ricocheted and magic bulleted across his like near his head. And apparently Barb has a gun, so Null actually got Chris to look for the damn gun in his house. Chris is 37, yeah, because he really wants to find that mystical gun, that gun that doesn't exist. He needs that damn gun. God damn. Cole's probably untrustworthy. He's basically a troll when it comes to his job as a movie critic. Chris did kill himself in a novel that Vivian G made, where Chris thought he was a god and jumped out of a window and nobody showed up at his funeral. Aww. Chris made an apology to Marilee Walsh using Lego. I remember that one. Do you even think Chris believes in the dimensional merge? I mean, Chris has done stupid things. I think he wants to believe it. How was my chat with Null? I mean, I didn't do all that much talking with Null. I didn't do much talking in the stream, but that was fine. Yeah, we exchanged some talks. It was fine. I was kind of out of my element for a lot of it because I was not really into, you know, the sort of topics that they were talking about for a little bit there, like the whole reset era thing. He will say the failure of the dimensional merge was due to it happening in another dimension. I heard of the kill stream, the Ralph retort before that point. Yeah, I've heard of it. Definitely, that's why I said. That's why I said. What was I gonna say? That's why I said yes to the stream, because I've heard of the kill stream, but I really wasn't aware of the situation that the stream was in at the time. Didn't Chris have the game on easy and was still struggling? He definitely, Chris definitely does struggle with things. No, for someone autistic who fixates on a lot of stuff and like Pokemon or video games, he really is not that good at them. That was a sudden end. Sorry about that. Why did he pee on the carpet? I can't remember. Customer was hitting YouTube's front page pretty consistently for a while, and that's why they took it down. My videos wound up on trending, so, and then they took it down. I think maybe part 10 reached number 2 on trending in the UK. That was insane. Thank you for making more Christian videos. I hope your music is doing well. It's going okay. Thank you. Thank you, Cyber. Oh damn, I'm into this. I was in that clip where Chris said he was good at math on the date. That was the thing. Pounces lights out. What's your favorite Chris memory? Definitely the father call is my favorite moment in Christery. Favorite Christian troll? Ivy, Alec Benson Leary, and Liquid Chris, I think. He has very severe learning disabilities, which is why he has special interest but still sucks at them. God damn. I'm just enjoying this groove at the moment. Find it interesting how many female trolls Chris got compared to others. Huh? Find it interesting how many female trolls Chris got compared to. Oh, right. Okay. How many female trolls Chris got compared to others? I mean, that's interesting. Why do females why are females, interested in trolling Chris? What is the attraction, honestly? Why does over Chris now, or is he alone? I think friends watch over him, kind of. Friends. But I really can't say for certain what's the legitimacy of it. Apparently, Liquid and Casey are still married, apparently. So that's interesting. Mean Girls is for losers. I think the female version of Clyde is Catherine. Oh, I haven't gone into Catherine yet. Now, Chris could very well do live streaming and make money out of it. There's plenty of people that are willing to pay for that. I think he did do streaming for like twice. I think he did racing games or something. Can't remember. But he made some money by sitting on his ass and playing video games, but he didn't make enough. He didn't make as much as he wanted, so that's why he never did it again. I ain't signing no petition. Oh, Chris in the Big Brother house, that'd be cool. Chris can make mad money streaming, rambling about stupid stuff weekly, and or by opening Patreon while releasing some sort of comic weekly, or not, just whatever. Wait. Wait, I haven't checked Chris's Patreon in a while. Okay, so let's look at this. This is actually the first time I'm looking at this by myself. Christine Weston Chandler is creating Sonichu and Roastu official comic books and products. And there was a big huff about this because Chris used fan art and not credited the original artist. But I think he does now, but maybe not. I can't see it still. Also, there's also not Chris's stuff. More fan art. 13 patrons, $220 a month. That is very scary, actually. Personally, I think that's very scary because I have Patreon too, and I have how many patrons? Like 63 or something, and I'm just a bit above this. So that means that there's a very few people paying lots of money, and it's freaking frightening. Okay. Where's the this is the latest update. I'm truly sorry about that, but my fated and destined duties and events have left me feeling drained a lot, and the dimension merge and my working with the CPUs and other deities has been tiring. Here's a recent thought that hopefully will summarize this. Good morning, everyone. I just realized a bit of wisdom. Basically, Chris wrote this on Twitter and just copied and pasted it over onto Patreon. This is what he's getting at. Good morning, everyone. I just realized a bit of wisdom that I feel it's good to share with everyone. Jesus Christ. Quote me. Jesus Christ. The ordinary settle with their jobs. Okay, the ordinary settle with their jobs, while the extraordinary continue on. Ah, I see. This is in reference to the typical haterade comment of get a job that is not only thrust upon me, but to everyone who is creative and have powerful in their own respective individual rights. Just reading Chris's thoughts. It is not just the short and sweet fact that those of us, myself included, have tried time and again for gaining employment, only for the efforts to have epic failed every time, but moreover, those of us who aren't employed are forced to dip into our deep, spiritual and soulful pool of talents, powers, and energies, finding creative ways to get by day to day or month to month. This is our respective stream and flow of fated and destined events, because we have our own jobs in making our own employment and work for ourselves, as well as the occasional fated and destined workloads put in front of each of us that only we, individually, are able to figure out, solve, and make it work for ourselves in our own way. Our special jobs in these are more vexing, taxing, and arduous compared to an office job, but we are not employed because we all each were already employed by the higher powers of our deities, and in completing our jobs to best of our abilities, magic powers, and strength, and still continuing on with gusto and good self-motivations. Our jobs pay us more satisfactory than any... Our jobs pay us more satisfactory than any office job can ever do for us. We don't get the office level employments because our deep and special respective abilities make us all each highlighted overqualified for the typical job to settle in and for in our lives. You want money, get a job. Our response is that we are already employed by your boss due to our better and special powerful abilities. Lightning, blue heart, lightning. Therefore, for all of you haterade chugging get a job spouters out there, I suggest you shut up and enjoy your ability to settle in a cozy office or wherever. For the rest of us, the worlds and the dimensions are our offices, and we are doing our best so we can reach our respective fated destined promotions. But I digress. I am employed by Emmanuel, this world's god, Scarlet, the original CPU Blueheart of the Commodore consoles, the chaotic rainbow that sent me to be born in this 1218 to find my guided paths. What qualifies me? I'm very well motivated and mentally, emotionally, soulfully driven. I had and have awesome teachers and guides throughout my life who showed me not only the basics, but the metaphysical advanced due to my blessed born abilities and powers, and then some. I can't get a job that y'all typically settle for to be best around because I was already employed, fated, and destined, and I am fully appreciative, thankful, and grateful for this type of situation where I can go beyond the call of duty and really work to bring everyone together and keep as many safe, content, and as well as possible alongside my higher deities, allies, peers, friends, and family. I'm still learning my better powers and abilities, and they are still becoming fully whatever a closed-minded individual feel needs to be tangible. And in my job, I have been doing my part in completing the dimension merge and helping others who are able to help us in that find their abilities and tools to perform their respective parts in all of this as well. And also do my best to motivate and inspire all of you and everyone else to keep the faith in us and all in ourselves. For decades, everyone has wanted to be physically and mentally For decades, everyone wanted to be physically and meta level closer to all of the OCs that have long existed throughout all of the reaches of chronicled time and space and very well beyond that. Even online, you find tons of footage where creators, actors literally communicate with their OCs in their own personal wishes for being, word of the day, tangibly close with each other, hang out and spend quality time together, even in developed relationships. This is from very well over half of the Dimensions 1218's Earth's population alone. Jesus Christ, I'm not finishing that. I am not goddamn finishing that. Yeah, I know this is the exact thing that he posted on Twitter. I just need to. I just need to listen to this music and just read your comments and need to relax. 'Cause goddamn, I actually do have a. I can't explain what I'm feeling right now. It's like it's like my brain is vibrating. Are any of you feeling that? Because I feel like my brain is vibrating right now. I have not seen Dear Zachary, and I'm not wearing lipstick. God damn it. Typical. I'm not virgin. Chris's mom is alive, to an extent. Please don't clap. Would you bang Barb? I would not. How old is Barb? Is she around 80 now? With the Todd Christorian, do you feel a sense of pride? That's kind of shame. Why Chris called God Emmanuel? I don't know where he learned Emmanuel from. But that was a thing. 77. Do you know about the Switch? I mean, the Nintendo Switch in general, or like him being gifted a Nintendo Switch? Because I know both. Oh yeah, the Mixer 77. Yeah, right. Me dumb. My mind is a blank. No, no, they wanted to take him in, but after giving him so much money, Chris basically didn't give much of a shit about them, and I think they they might have gone back on their word. I don't think they're moving to over to Virginia to help Chris anymore. I might be wrong about that. Is Christian making religious OCs now? He's not making much of anything at the moment. Do you feel cleansed now? I feel like my lips are vibrating. My lips are vibrating. What the hell? Another interesting thing I've found out is that the Liquid Zelda McFlurry rumor was started by some analog quick a long time before, but apparently was not true. Oh, not true? Well, apparently they're still together, so maybe it's not true. My lips are always red. Okay, I'm gonna fix my lips. God damn it. You know, I naturally have luscious lips, so okay. Let's see what we can do about this. If I remove saturation, no, this is just. My name is Purify. No, this is just natural for me. I have naturally red lips. Yeah. I think Etika might be KIA. Dear God. What's happening with Etika? I gotta follow up on that. It's not even Gio's fallen form. Is that highlighter or sweat? It's nothing, it's just me. Etika died apparently. Part 16 is coming up in less than a week. Next Saturday, I guess. Will Chris ever stop being trans? Maybe not. I don't think so. It's not confirmed if he's dead or not. But yeah, weird. I don't know what's happening. This is an interesting thing. I haven't used this melody in a video yet. I answered questions. All the time you need for a party. Must be some. Hey, thanks. To place the bet, I'll give you my PayPal. Are you a girlfriend free boy? I'm not. Hello? Oh. Sorry about that, everyone. What the? What the hell? What is that photo? When is part 10 you said it with Casey's father? Yeah, part 19 is gonna be with Casey's father. Thanks, typical. I'm gonna use that for the music stream later today. I don't know what that photo is. This is okay. This is the double trio without the. Never mind. I'll talk about it later. This is the best thing on TV after GOT. Oh, he only dates Japanese. I don't. Sakamoto Crusoe. Can you be a trans woman if you barely understand what a woman is? Who knows? Chris has a different understanding of women. Basically, Chris wants the easy life of a housewife. God damn it. And he has an idea that women are like the way they are, the way that housewives are in the 1950s, like in I Love Lucy or something like that, and they have it easy for them. And that's the kind of idea he has for a woman, and all they do is shopping and gossiping, and that's an easy life for him. And it's easier to be a woman that does nothing rather than a hardworking man. You know, that's the kind of idea he has. Uncensored Goatee Part 5. Nope. Chris thinks women have clits on their taints. Hey, yeah. He's never held a Hoover vacuum cleaner from the 1950s then. I haven't tried that yet. I'm very old-fashioned. Had I got a girlfriend in a tiny town in northern Japan with 90%... Well, I didn't get a girlfriend here in my town. I went different ways. Is that unexplainable? Take a few 3 days and I was like, mild hyperventilation. Was that seriously what happened? Then why was my brain vibrating earlier? Some of the trolls like Alec and Marvin still post about Chris on Kiwi Farms after all this time. I mean, they don't post too often, but yeah. Yeah, that video exists where Chris masturbates with his taint and then leaking pus, and he thinks it's vaginal juice. Yeah, you heard me right. Leaking pus is vaginal juice. He thought that. Can you show the video? No. I think he went to the hospital for that. Yeah, and there was a troll actually, I think, who was pretending to be a gal pal. What caused the infection? What do you mean? What caused the infection? Wasn't affected. I'm not in a polyamorous relationship. I'm not wearing lipstick. No. You've been tricked into watching that video. How were you? I don't know. I remember there was one thread on B, I think on 4chan, where people were posting pictures of Chris spreading his unclet, and there was like one poster saying, "Yeah, I'd do it." I mean, of course his duck is worse than Pro Jared's. Hold on. The story of all jerk cops. What part is the unclit? I have no idea. Really have no idea. It's probably in the 40s. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Nice. Think Patty's disappointed in Chris? I think so. What would Chris do if Sonic ever never existed? Oh. He got married, yeah. No, they got married. Look at Liquid and Casey. I like trains. Nice sax sound, actually. I like it. What sound should Mewtwo created to Chris instead? Oh my god. What's your opinion on Future Funk? I don't really listen to it. Did you take ADHD medicine before the stream? Did I? I don't know. I think I was more hyper earlier, but now I'm chilling with the music. Good vibes. Next episode is in less than a week. Next Saturday. Why did you just watch it? The Squirt video? Discovered an international group of people that film empty elevators. What does that mean? Really? Loins. 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 Okay, got it. Yeah, I can't do it. No, it has to be Chris. It can't. There cannot be more than one unclit in the world, right? There's the Discord link if you want to try. What time do they usually post the new documentary episodes? 7 a.m. Japanese time on Sunday, which makes it 6 p.m. Eastern time on a Saturday, which makes it 11 p.m. Saturday, English/Irish/Portuguese time. Is listen to a playlist I can listen to myself like this. Oh no, this is my personal collection of music that I coffee or tea. Both. I did both, and I'm onto water now. Elevator community. What is that? No, this is my personal collection of stock music, which I might use for my documentary series. Elevator community. I'm so confused. What is the elevator community? Favorite tea variety? I like all of them. I don't know. Have any of you tried fennel tea? Fennel tea. Because that's kind of interesting. It kind of tastes like licorice. The local time is really it's 12:19 p.m. Mr. Gino Sam, if that even is your real name. It's not my real name, but let's go with it. If Christian appeared riding a golden chariot and asked you to vanguard the dimensional merge, would you? Or from what you ask? No. Also, apparently it's called the dimension merge, and we've been calling it all wrong. There's no al. No al, no chin, no tefer, just dimension merge. No require. Would people hire Chris? The point is, it's not that people won't hire Chris, is that Chris is not willing to work. I'm not sure if he hates me now, but I don't know. I deleted the stream and well, he did have a moment of hatred and he DM'd me and I apologized. I deleted the video and he's following me again, so I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I am living in Japan. Hi, Nihongo wakarimasu ne? Wakaru yo. Dimension merge just sounds wrong, but that's the way it is. Please keep it up. Don't burn yourself out. Love ya. Thank you, Andre. Dimension defer. Who was mad? Chris. No, because last week's stream, two things happened. I was streaming with the background of Chris's dirty old bathroom from 2009 or 2010, and also I showed a picture of I also showed a picture of what was it? Of a friend of Chris's, and I said that Chris looked better than them, and yeah, that was not a good thing for me to do. And they got angry with me on Twitter, and reported me for bullying. And Chris saw that and got offended mostly by the bathroom, but the greasy one maybe. But yeah, that was the thing that happened, and Chris yelled at me in the DMs. And then afterwards, she regretted reporting me, and I think it's all settled now, so maybe it's okay. Kim shoveling me down because I gets mad at you for having a picture of the actual bathroom now. Post DMs. I don't want to. No, I wasn't talking about Chris. I was talking about his friend. I like bathroom chat with leaky sounds. Yeah, that was the thing. So Chris is aware of a documentary. Does he have an opinion? Last that I heard, Null asked about Chris reporting my documentary last year, and he said he didn't do it, and he actually watched it and liked it. I will eventually talk about Chris's split gooch. I think he was made aware of it by Count Dankula. I think he was made aware of it before that by Koppitz, the guy who did an interview with him. Any positive effect on Chris's life? I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, this little piece is 15 minutes long, and it's really chill. Goddamn. Definitely not positive. Even when the trolls or the online community try to be positive with him, they're just enabling his delusions. Girls and guys of all teenagers. Dudes of all teenagers, chill MIDI sex. Indeed. You are here. You're clear. Don't want any more bears. Y'all there. Just record yourself noodling and use that as background music. Song is longer than 20 minutes to come back into the mainstream like the early 70s. That was the good old days, wasn't it? God damn. Go close to the edge and Gates of Delirium. And what are big ones? Got Thick as a Brick. That was a fun time. Remember when Yes topped the charts? Top the charts with Tales from Topographic Oceans, 4 20-minute plus songs. Last music video was great. Thank you. Thank you. Do you ever find yourself quoting Chris? Shout out, I'm working on a daily basis. I sometimes do that, but I try not to, because it's not good for me, and my girlfriend doesn't like it. I've had a difficult answer to this change, but how do you think Chris's life would have changed had he not controlled into oblivion? Do you think his mental state would be any more stable? I think it will definitely have been more stable, yes, and Lizard as well. We should be putting more music on Spotify. I will be, yeah, and making new music too. Have you watched the entirety for Julie's Eyes Only? I think so. Did you know your brain starts to rot when you're 25? That's unfortunate. Oh, and Mojave Plan by Tangerine Dream. That's cool. You said you were thinking about Chris on a daily basis. Did he burrow into your every thought? Lots of thoughts. I mean, is this Spotify official? Yeah, it is. I was definitely thinking about him a lot, and I was gonna be preparing for my big switch over to a new job, new country, and there's lots of stuff happening at the same time, and also with this whole YouTube thing going down, it was just really not a good time. Even from around part 11 in the original iterations, I was thinking, God damn, I don't want to do this anymore. And legit, when my channel got taken down, one of the first things that I thought of was, thank God I don't have to do that again. I don't have to do that anymore. And that was legit my thoughts at the time. But you know, I worked through it, and I eventually released part 13 on a different website, and it didn't work out. I was like, no, screw it. I'm done with this. It's not worth the trouble. The job is English teaching in a small town. Let's make this more interesting. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay. You got really fatigued from just watching it. Yo, yeah. What's the most surprising thing about yourself that you learned because of your foray into history? I didn't learn that much. I don't know. How big is your town? Over 5,000. And that's it. Very small. Stop it! Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, I'm good. I don't teach at Quickville. It's easy to dismiss Chris and blame it all on his parents, but I still lean on them mostly. Yeah. Basically, his whole, well, at least most of his problems stem from his past and his upbringing. And if he was handled better as a kid, I think things would turn out a lot differently. Yeah, exactly. A bit of jobbers, I had the same similar feeling, to be honest. Yeah. People tend to binge the documentaries, and that's interesting. Like, why do you do that? Why do I do this, honestly? I think Bob kept him grounded, even though they didn't see eye to eye. What's up, Dino back? Hello, Lizard. Not much is happening. Gonna close up shop in about 10 minutes. Always try to hit the three hour mark for some reason on these streams. Seeing some of the similarities between myself and Chris was one of the worst feelings. Definitely is. Just realized a key difference between the quick content I want to make and yours is I'm taking the approach of someone who has learned a lot from and have been deeply affected by quick. Oh. Hearing about him from Ralph's live stream on Gator, but I had to stop. I know a lot about Chris being reminded of it. It's a bit too much. Oh. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it, Cracky. You do you. Chill. Reading comments really fast makes you take deep breaths faster. That's it? Okay. I'll try not to do that. Internet Lumberjack and Snorlax. What a couple. Love your music legislation one too, with the Frank Zappa, another refined masterpiece. Thank you. Yeah, my documentary about the PMRC and the 1985 music censorship debacle is on my documentary channel now. So link in the description below. Gino Samuel 3 coming at you live. Never. It's never coming live. I'll eventually show up there. You wonder what went through Chris's head during the trolling peak. Wonder if you. Oh. My cousin lives in Yubari, Hokkaido, because living in NYC drove him insane, and he likes it. And I want to see him there. Wow, he lives in Hokkaido. Funnily enough, I'm going crazy here, and I want to live in a big city. So that's why I moved to Tokyo. I want to be ripping you off because time just The shorts montage that plays during the intro to the documentary episodes seems to devote a lot of time to post-classic Chris. Is that intentional? Well, to be fair, post-classic Chris has... I think post-classic Chris has been around longer than classic Chris, so I think that's what made it that way. So you were living in a small... wait, hold on. I missed a question. Oh, you... wait. What the hell happened? Hold on. You ever feel annoyed or anything by the questions about Christian documentary? I feel like you've seen nothing but the Christian guy, or you're close with that at all. I mean, that's the thing that I've learned to accept. I am the Christian guy, but of course, I'm just using that title to basically shill my other projects, basically my music. You know, and this is how musicians get their start. I mean, not by making Christian documentaries, but as in they're being pushed by a record company, for example, and being advertised, by advertisers and a record company and producers, and being mentioned by big names. And this is my way of advertising my own stuff indirectly. I don't shill it in the videos. It's in the videos themselves, and you'll only find it if you look in the description below. But lots of people do, and lots of people find it and enjoy my music and stuff. So I'm very happy about that. When I was still in film school, I was only enthusiasts and sort of nerdy kids who really watch documentaries, but now it's totally unbelievable how popular they've become. Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. Since you are a teacher, you must show the 25th birthday video only for Chris desires. I'm not a fat beggar. Apparently not. Say you live in a small village is throwing me off because where you live has more than twice the population of my town. That's small. God damn. To some people, you're the quick guy. To some, the music guy. To a lot of us, you're Gino, a multi-talented individual. Aw, individual. Christian guy or not, you're still entertaining. We get really strange music videos. What's the song in the intro of each Chris video? That's Quick's theme by me, and it's on my music channel in full. Hey man, just wanted to stop by and say I'm a big fan. I won't say that I won't be the next video. Thanks DX. Come here till Gino becomes famous and has to explain on TV or a show of some kind of that he originally gained notoriety for making Christian videos. So are prefectures just small towns in Japan? No, they're not. Prefectures are basically states or counties. There's 47 prefectures in Japan, like there's 50 states, but Hokkaido is exceptionally big. So Hokkaido is a prefecture, but it also has sub-prefectures, like counties that you would say in the States. Let's do so much, but is living in the Truman Show type thing. He definitely is, ain't he? Ooh, I like this. I just don't have a good opportunity to use this sort of thing. No. Misclick! Stop it! Okay, good. We saved it. I don't get beat up. How you liking it in Japan right now? It's okay. It's going okay. People are nice. Food is nice. Food is goddamn expensive. Wait. No, I'm not gonna do that. Mean. Is Japan as xenophobic as they say? I don't think so. Are the waifus top tier? Maybe. Have you tried a whale yet? I don't think so. How long have you been in Japan? Since late July last year. So almost a year now. Oh, it depends on where you're going, because I'm way out in the boonies at the moment. I much prefer Tokyo, I think. Maybe. I like Sapporo too. How expensive is Japanese food? I always wanted to travel there. Fruit. Fruit is goddamn expensive. I don't know how much apples cost where you're at, but it's it's actually common for an apple to be like $1, a single apple. Have a good slancha. Hey, I'm gonna finish up in a few minutes, so don't sweat it. It's to do the Christian document just because you like it. Oh, I like it, and I do have an obligation. It's both, really, but I do enjoy it as well. I haven't bought apples in a long while because the supermarket that I have now is at the moment, maybe it's off season or something, but there's a pack of 3 apples for about $6, so I'm not buying that. I have to go to another supermarket to buy cheaper apples. Dear God. Anyway, there's the Discord link to finish stuff up. Yukio Mishima, I really don't know how people feel about him. I haven't heard too much about him in Japan. Oh, and mangoes and shit like that could be up to $20 for a single mango. You got umeboshi plums, had them years ago. Those were super salty. Those were interesting. Yeah, I had it maybe once or twice. Yeah, it seems really cheap there though, right? You know, it depends. It depends, cause my stuff now, like the place I'm in, this is a house. It is a house. I don't know the square footage or the square meters of it, but it's pretty damn big. And oh my God, dear God, Joey, you should sleep. I'm going to bed. I'm going to leave soon, so you don't worry about yourself. But yeah, this is a house, and I pay like a little over $100 for rent here because it's subsidized and it's from a session. Oh my God, Joey, take it easy. But the place I'm moving to is in Tokyo, and it's about $1,300 for the apartment. And yeah. Big bunch. I don't know where Toyako is. So I really don't know. I don't know what your friend was seeing. 3-bedroom house, goddamn. Yeah. I'm moving into a, I guess, 2-bedroom apartment in Tokyo. That's about $1,300, and it's gonna be paid for by both me and my goof, so it should be okay. But even so, I think we kind of got ahead of ourselves, and we could have found something better and something cheaper. So I guess we're gonna have to stick with it until the end of the contract for 2 years, and then we're gonna move again. You get by language-wise. It's okay. I know enough to get by. Okay, one more Discord link, and I really gotta fly, and I gotta let you guys sleep, work, live life, whatever you want to do. Anyway, thanks for the stream. Thanks for stopping by and chillaxing for a little bit. Nice. Yeah, part 16 is coming up next week. Yeah. Usual time, usual place. I won't be able to stream next weekend, but please enjoy your lives up until then and after then. And yep. Thanks for all the kind words and support. Hope you don't get too crazy with your Christian obsessions. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of someone else. I wasn't in your body either. I really don't get around much. Just my town in Sapporo, basically. I do have to reapply lipstick. Anyway, thanks again. Enjoy the DVD screensaver. Bye bye. See you around. Hey, bye bye. Boop. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Boop.